Hey, welcome everybody. Welcome back to the Leeds Geeks. Today we got Eric Hatch, the man, on today, and we're going to talk about a game Eric gave us the other day that really helped train in one of our newest ISAs. So, Eric, kind of talk about the background with the question game and where this came from and how we're using it now.
Well, first of all, I am a constant watcher of Leeds Geek stuff, and this is the second time you've had me on, so I feel very privileged to be a part of this. Uh, what you guys do is really special, and I think that this content today is going to be one of those videos that people are going to watch over and over and over again. That's my guess. That's my prediction, because I think that the nuggets that the three of you will provide for the viewers are going to be really long-standing in their business. So let's zoom out now. Prior to real estate and running our team, I had the privilege of serving as a camp counselor. And I worked at a camp in Bottineau, North Dakota. It's right on the border of Canada and North Dakota. And at this camp, we had an intentionally rustic setting. So no running water, no electricity. And we spent all our time filling it. Yes, we were filled with activities and that sort, but we would have a lot of those rainy days where you just had to figure out how in the world are we going to pass the time. And we played this game called the question game. Our cabin was maybe 10 people that were there. And in the question game, it looked like this. Everyone would stand in a circle, and we would simply say, okay, you need to ask a question. And no question can be duplicated. It has to be an original question. If you stumble, if you duplicate a question, or if you pause for even a moment, you were eliminated. And so 10 people around would say, what's your favorite color? And then the next person would say, what's your favorite food at McDonald's? And the third person would say, what kind of breed of dog do you like? And the fourth would say, how are your parents made? You know, like all these questions. And your goal would be to kind of get somebody to laugh or to make them stumble so that they would be eliminated. And you would hear, by the time the course of the game was done, you'd hear 100 or 200 questions that were asked, all different questions. We then, at a quarterly activity with Hatch Realty, did this same game. And we did the question game, but we didn't give it a specific context. It was just a game meant to eliminate some people as we went through. And this game, we played once, and you were asking me, because you had an ISA on our team that was struggling with phrasing some questions. I just challenged you, and I shared this platform with you and refreshed it for you. Jim, what kind of success did you have once you actually went and did that?
Yeah, there's a lot of success. So I think Joey saw us ask, each question 20 or 30 different ways. And so it just is a really, really quick way to really inundate someone with all the different ways you can ask questions, whether it's context or just different little phrasing that, can really help out. So he was writing notes down furiously and really helped him see a lot of different ways to do things. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
good.
the context that you delivered it in is we gave topics, we gave questions, and the ISAs then showed, listen, our job as ISAs and our job as lead converters is to ask great questions. And so the three of you showed a really articulate way of how to ask these questions and different ways to ask the same question so you don't sound robotic and repetitive, and it keeps it fresh for you too.
Yeah, definitely. We really liked it. And so that's kind of where we're going to come today from is just illustrate it. So Eric's going to facilitate it, and we'll go just in the order we're on the screen. So Cody, Eric, and then myself, and we'll just repeat a couple times. So Eric, what category are we going to start with?
Okay, you guys are going to get between 2 and 3 seconds to ask a question. If you don't ask the question, I'm going to eliminate you. Okay, and we're going to see who the champion is of each round. Cody got excited there. You see that? Cody, you're going to start here, and I'm going to give everybody a second to think. But the first category is motivation. Different ways that you can ask questions to somebody on the phone about motivation. Cody, lead us off.
What has you wanting to move?
Why are you looking at homes today?
Why are you curious?
Why now?
Are you renting now or relocating to the area? What's going on?
What's going on right now in your life to make you want this?
How long have you been planning this?
Why do you want to move right now?
I'm getting self-select out.
Jimmy,
I
down
know.
for the count. Now, guys, you can't repeat yourselves, and you're starting to sound a little bit repetitive. So I want to challenge you. Cody, you're going to lead us off still. We're on motivation. Go.
Damn it, Jim.
There it is. There it is. Eric Haig, winner of round one. We're gonna start with Eric as the champion. We'll go Eric, Jim, Cody in that order here for round two. The question is, are you working with a realtor?
Are you working with anyone yet?
Have you seen any homes with anyone yet?
Have you done any walkthroughs with anybody?
Do you have anyone in mind that you're planning on working with to take a look at some of these places?
Have you visited with an agent yet?
Who's representing you?
Have you decided who you want to go with for this first-time home buying experience?
What are you looking for in an agent?
Do you know anybody in the industry?
Yeah.
All right, Eric's out. Eric's out. The champion has become the big fat loser. So there you go.
Nice. Are you just doing open houses, or how have you been looking at houses?
Have you done any home searching yet?
There it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Cody wins. Jim went from third place to second place. You're climbing up that ladder. Yeah, my fantasy points. This is a fantasy busted bracket here, Jim. You are letting me down.
You know what's funny? Eric, let's actually chat on that real quick. When I started, I really just shadowed Robbie, right? I didn't really shadow anyone else. These guys have shadowed now with myself. They've shadowed with Robbie. They've shadowed with Pete. They've sat with each other. And they've sat with the new people. And so what I'm actually finding is I'm almost always coming in third here.
Yeah.
Which is really good for me too, as someone that's been doing this for almost 5 years, to see all these other different ways that these guys ask the questions. And I'm even picking up nuggets all the time too.
There's some really good things that you guys asked within that. We're going to do two more categories, okay? Jim, you're going to lead us off on this one. It'll go Jim, Cody, Eric in that order. Here is the conversation topic. Are you pre-approved?
Have you sat down with the bank yet, Eric?
Have you explored your pre-approval options?
Eric, do you know what type of a loan you'll be using yet?
Eric, is this going to be a cash deal, or how are you thinking of paying?
Eric, do you plan on using a first-time homebuyer's loan?
Do you know what you want your monthly payments to be around? Have you crunched those numbers yet?
Eric, have you saved up for a down payment? What do you have there?
Eric, what number feels comfortable for you?
Do you have a bank that you plan on using, or do you want me to put you in touch with someone?
Eric, what credit score do you think you need to get a loan?
Eric, do you understand your financing options?
Do you guys have an overall budget that you want to stay within?
Eric, where are you banking now? Are you planning on working with them, or who?
Eric, how does your spouse feel about your budget?
There it is. Okay. Okay. Really good. We're going to go Jim, Cody in that order. Jim, you're up.
So is this first time buying, or have you looked at these options before?
Eric, what loan program are you going to use?
And I got nothing.
Okay. All right. Really good. This is I think the most important one that we're going to do, and we're going to this will be my fourth and final, and I'm excited to hear what you all say. Closing the deal is always one of the hardest things, and I think oftentimes we want to go for the close, or we've read script books that say I have appointments today at 1 and 4. Which one works better for you? And that can work, but you have so many better ways in which to try to get somebody to commit to an appointment. We're going to go Cody, Eric, Jim in that order. Go.
Eric, what's the best thing I can do for you right now?
Eric, what's your schedule look like? When are you free?
Eric, would it be beneficial to sit down and come up with a game plan to get this done?
Eric, how can I help?
Eric, do you think you and Emily would have get a lot of information just by chatting with someone about the whole home buying process and what to expect?
Eric, what questions haven't I answered today in order to make you feel at ease?
Eric, what's your plan right now?
Do you think it would help to meet with someone and just talk through the home buying process and then maybe set up some showings so you can get a feel for what you're looking for?
Eric, when do you want to sit down and get this done?
Eric, who do I need to connect you with right now?
I got nothing.
Okay. Jim, you're up.
Yeah, Eric, what are you looking for? What can I solve for you right now?
Eric, how do I help you navigate this?
Eric, how can we just get this done so you're not in this situation anymore?
It's a great question, actually.
Did Cody freeze up, or is he just acting really still?
He is just totally digging to find one. He hasn't moved at all. Yeah, I think he froze up. But that's a really powerful close.
Technicality. I still had the last one. You cheated. This game is rigged.
Jim got his first and final victory. So there
I did.
I've been doing this, and I've been a part of over 3,000 real estate transactions. And I learned more in the last 10 minutes from hearing you guys on that than I have in the field for years and years. Amazing. We took 4 very simple things, and we found a plethora of ways to ask them. What am I missing here?
Yeah, I don't think you're missing anything. I think that's spot on, and that's what we've really realized is we've incorporated this even more now. I want to do this once a week, and I'm going to be working with Connor to implement it with the agents too, because I think it adds so much value.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Eric or Cody, what do you guys got to add?
We're just laughing at Cody's frozen screen that's still showing up down there. No, it's always good, and some days you'll be on point, and other days, yeah, it'll just be roadblock after roadblock. But that's something you need to learn to work through, because you'll experience that on calls as well.
Mm-hmm.
Cody, do you want to speak into the microphone?
No, that's. I think you hit it.
Nice.
What's interesting is this, and I know the Leads Geeks in the hearts of you all, and it's anti-script. The best script is not something you say, but rather a question that you ask. And refining and sharpening that tool to ask really poignant questions is at the core of how to become a better service person in this industry. And when you serve somebody exceedingly well by asking them great questions, it will lead you to massive success as a salesperson. Sales are a byproduct of service, and the questions that you ask are at the core of it.
Exactly. Yeah. Couldn't have said it better myself, and let's be honest, I probably wouldn't have sounded that great. So yeah, I think that's all that we got for today. This was a really good exercise. Let us know what you guys think of it. Ask questions, comment, like, share. Let us know. So Eric, thanks for showing up today. From everybody over here, thanks for watching Leads Geeks. You guys have a great day.